Oh my god, there is a lot to talk about in this video. Maybe a little rant. I don't really know how this is going to go, and hopefully it's not too long of a video, but we need to have an honest discussion regarding the worldwide download celebration and all of the teasers that we have received leading up to the celebration, and how a lot of the community has been receiving it. And to be very clear, it is okay for you to be excited for something, and it is perfectly okay for you to not feel excited for something. But what's not okay is to like downplay reality, or to hate on the game, or to hate on people, or disrespect other people who are excited or who are not excited. If you want me to be like completely honest, I am not excited for Dragon Ball Saga. But one of the main reasons why is because while I have watched a lot of the OG Dragon Ball, I haven't watched like literally every single episode. So if you want to hate on me for that, you can, but for what? Like what are we trying to accomplish with that? It doesn't change the fact, and it won't change the fact that I've watched pretty much every major episode of OG Dragon Ball. I skip like a lot of the filler stuff, whatever the case is, but I still don't care for OG Dragon Ball. It is what it is. I'm not gonna, tear down your dreams, because if you're excited, then I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Have fun, summon. This game is going to release things that you care for, and this game is going to release things that you do not care for. But let's just act like Dragon Ball Saga isn't important. Dragon Ball Saga isn't a major part of Dragon Ball. Like, you're being, I feel like, too. You need to relax, bro. Not everything is fusions. Not everything needs to be Gogeta or Vegito or, Goku Black or Zamasu or like, and let's just be real while we're talking about it, right? We know for a fact that Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball, is not as hype as Goku and Frieza, right? We know that. Not as hype as Cell versus Gohan. All these major transformations, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, all the fusions, right? Shout out to this guy for the art, by the way. These things are always going to have more hype than OG Dragon Ball. So for people to be disappointed that for 1 month of this 10-year span we're getting a major Dragon Ball Saga celebration is absolutely insane and extremely like childish. Like, again, I'm not hype, but I'm not like crying disappointed, right? And you want to say, Mr. Ray, what about your previous video? I'm just a Broly glazer, man. I just want Broly. If there's a teaser for Broly and we don't get Broly, of course my heart is gonna hurt. But it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. And the reason why I think it's Broly, for people who say, yo, I mean, there's no really hint for Broly. This right here, if I can pull, was it? Let me just pull up the OG the Dokkan Twitter here. This clip right here, if you've never watched the Broly movie, then you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But if you, this right here with the lightning, come on, that is, bro, that is a Broly, just a little green aura thing hanging up there with the electricity. That's, to me, that is Broly, right? That's Broly to me. So I'm excited because of that, right? But if it ends up being Dragon Ball, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's okay. Like, if I don't want to summon, it's okay. If other people skip, to hate on them for that is insane and so childish. And the crazy part is, we don't even know the extent of the worldwide. We don't. Part 1 could be Dragon Ball, and part 2 could be Broly. Part 1 could be Dragon Ball, part 2 could be GT. We don't even know that, like, we don't even have like an actual genuine confirmation just yet. And so for everyone to be acting this way, to me, again, is just insane. And if we look through it, right, some of the major villains, we have Pilaf, we have Mercenary Tao, we have General Blue, we have Demon King Piccolo. Someone watching this video doesn't even know who these guys are, right? And that's okay, man. It's not, crazy impaired. Like, if you never watch Dragon Ball, I'm not gonna hate on you. I don't care. And you shouldn't care about what other people have watched, haven't watched. You shouldn't, at the end of the day, like, genuine care, have your day ruined by whether someone hasn't watched Dragon Ball or has, or isn't excited for Dragon Ball or is, right? Or isn't, whatever the case is. Like, if you are hating on someone or being disrespectful or genuinely having your day ruined because someone that you, let's say a content creator or someone else, anyone literally, doesn't like OG Dragon Ball because they haven't watched it. So what, dude? Like, it's okay. Like, being upset about that, it has to be one of the most childish things that I think I've actually seen. And maybe it's just a thing of Twitter. Maybe, again, I'm not even on Twitter that much, but just seeing all everyone just freaking out and whatever, like, it's, bro, relax. Worldwide is 1 month. We're probably gonna get some TOP thing after that. Then you can summon. But if you're not excited for Dragon Ball, then just play the celebration, grind the 1,000 plus free Dragon Stones that we're going to get, and move on. Summon. Save for Jiren. Save for Cell Max. The same people who want Jiren and want Cell Max and really want to go Ball Z for them are now upset that the next big celebration is going to be something that they can actually skip and save stones for Jiren and Cell Max. What are we upset about? Take it easy. Relax. Not only do we not know what the worldwide celebration is going to have just yet, let's also again, let me address this too. When LR Bulma released, okay, LR Bulma was a part of what I would consider, like, Tanabata is not the, Golden Week is not the biggest celebration of the year. I would say maybe top 3, maybe even probably top 4. Because I would argue anniversary / worldwide is like number 1, then anniversary or worldwide is number 2, depending on what you think is. I'm not here to discuss that. Number 3, I would probably say is Tanabata, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. Again, the point is, Golden Week isn't in the most hype thing of all time. And LR Bulma, who is, I'm not gonna lie, Bulma is not the most OG Dragon Ball Bulma is not the most hyped character of all time. And people went crazy for her because of how good she was. Let's not act like a Goku, a Dragon Ball Saga Goku, who ends up being way better than Beast or clears Beast or just number 1 in the game. Let's not act like people are not going to summon for that. Like, we're just pretending. If they drop a unit who's better than Beast, you are most likely going to summon. So let's stop, oh my god, like, it's gonna be Dragon. You're probably gonna summon. And you know you are. And then you're gonna cry when you have no Dragon Stones left and Kid Goku shafted you. Oh, but you're crying when you got shafted, but you didn't want him in the first place? Like, bro, make up your mind. Alright? Like, it's 5-year-old mentality that we got going on here. At the end of the day, we don't know what the worldwide is going to be just yet. If it is OG Dragon Ball and you don't like that, save your stones, grind all the stones up, and summon for Jiren, summon for Cell Max when they end up arriving on Global. Or if you're on JP, then grind the celebration and save for the 10th anniversary, or whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. You do not have to summon, and it's okay if they release something you're not hype about. But we don't have to do all these 11-year-old, 5-year-old shenanigans on social media, hating on other people or being super disrespectful or whatever the case is. We don't need to be doing all that. I would hope that, I mean, obviously we're not more mature than that, but I would hope that we can kind of grow up just a little bit, just a little bit. So let's just relax. Let's take it easy. A lot of things we don't know yet. If you're excited, I'm happy for you. Don't let anyone else ruin your excitement. Again, I'm not hyped for Dragon Ball Saga. That doesn't mean I'm trying to tear you down or your hype for it down. It is what it is. If you're excited, have fun. If you're not, have fun. Grind the game and move on. Move forward. Okay? We know that worldwide is not going. We know that OG Dragon Ball is not more hype than these major arcs and these major fights. But like, everyone has to be like fusion brain rot at this point. It's not Goku, it's not Vegeta. Oh my god, the celebration sucks. Bro, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Namek Saga is always going to be more hype than OG Dragon Ball. Everything in Dragon Ball Z on is probably more hype than OG Dragon Ball for the majority of people. But guess what? There's millions of people who really want OG Dragon Ball. And I've heard that OG Dragon Ball is really big in Japan. Let them have their win, man. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, but Dragon Ball doesn't have a hype part 2. Who cares? Save your stones. Summon for Jiren if you're on Global. Save for 10th anniversary if you're on JP. The 10th anniversary characters drop in like 4 or 5 months, and they're going to completely wash these rollout characters anyways. Who cares? Grow up, man. Grow up. Merry Christmas. And if you enjoyed the video, we're trying to hit 10K before the end of the year. So feel free to subscribe, but let's take it easy, bro. Let's at least, you know, like, just relax, man. Relax.